Alright, we haven't made a video in a little while, so I thought I would check in. This is the same account. I've been trading quite a bit in it. You can go over to check your trades. Just go to your account statement tab, click on that. You go down to trade history, and you can see from the time I made the first video, we made 449 fills. Got 223 canceled, but that's, I'm just going trying to get a price, working prices, and you can see a lot of red and green, red and green, red and green. Those are just buys and sells, and that's for all things. If you want to see by symbol, you can just put in here, or you can link it and just see what it is you want to look at. Made 88 orders in just the SPY index, the S&P 500 index, and it's not really heavy for this account size. I just kind of I put things on and let them go for a little while and then manage it. I don't go in and trade heavily throughout every day, but just try to manage the positions. To see where we're at now, you can look at our net liquidity. I have made a account adjustment. I went ahead and put it up to $1 million, and mostly just because I really wanted to test myself. Wanted to be able to put a lot of positions on. Market was moving around a lot there for a little while, and then it just started moving straight up, and now it's come down a little bit. But I wanted to have a lot of positions on and just see what it was like to manage a lot of things all at once. So you can just go down through here and you see I've got oil. These are futures with slash marks in front of them. There's oil, the S&P, gold, and bonds. And we're long on oil, short on S&P, long gold, and short bonds. And it's just the quantity is just 2 and 1. We've got positions in Apple, the Euro, gold, GoPro, Priceline, the NASDAQ index. That RSA is just some leftover thing from Radio Shack before they went out. I think I had a couple $100 on that, and I just wanted to. It was just more of a test than anything, just to see if I could work something out there while they were going into bankruptcy. But they changed their symbol, so the symbol's not showing up anymore on the paper trading. In my real account, it will make the change. It'll automatically convert everything over to the new symbol, but in here it didn't. I just didn't bother with it. But that's still there. In the Russell index, silver, an S&P index, and bonds. I think that's TLTs. I think it's 20-year bonds. Twitter, and an oil fund, and volatility. And going across, P&L for the day is just what it is. What that overall position, what the positions you have on left over have done for the day. PL open, I don't really pay a lot of attention to that, simply because it's never going to look good if you're constantly managing your positions, because you're constantly taking winners off, and losers are always left behind until they become winners, and then they get taken off. So it doesn't really reflect anything of real value. Buying power effect, though, you can see where most of my buying power effect is being taken up by the SPY index. The positions that's left showing here is nothing compared to what I've had on just in the last 3 or 4 days. I've taken off a lot of profits out of this, so much so that I was heavily short, probably 5,000 deltas in the S&P, and I've taken off so much in profits that I'm currently long S&P. So I'm waiting kind of for a little bit of an up move, and then I'll just start going in and putting those deltas back to negative. I don't want to do it all at once. I'll kind of ladder it out over a few days, or any kind of up move I'm going to sell into it, basically. And think I have put on maybe a little bit into a couple of these little up moves. I think there was an up move earlier today. I put one on, but I'd rather not be trying to short it while it's going down. I'll wait till it, kind of makes an uptick a little bit, even if it's just in the middle of the day or it has an up day or something. I didn't get to do anything yesterday. Yesterday, S&P did have an up day, and I didn't get to manage any of the positions. So I was just entirely too busy to even look. But Friday I took off a lot of profits, and today I took off a lot of profits because of Friday. Today's the 9th, so it would have been the Friday before the 9th of March, and that Friday and today we've had two really good down days in the S&P, and I had a lot of negative deltas, took a lot of profits, and currently our net liquidity, I funded this account with $1 million, and so it's up 25,000. So that's a 2.5 increase in just the last month or so since I did that. And I'm only invested in $250,000 worth of buying power. I still have $750,000 in buying power. So doing 25,000 with $250,000 worth of buying power is really about 10%, right? Okay, easy enough. 10% return on capital used. So we'll really start pumping in the S&P as soon as we get a little bit of an uptick. And I had a lot going on in bonds. I've taken a lot of profits out of there as well. I was short bonds heavily. Still short on the futures. I'm just kind of letting those ride. And that's that. But if you want to see like an individual position, see what all the trades you've made in an individual position, you can go, switch over here to your account statement, and you can pick how many days back you want to go. So if you just want to go a week, you can do that. It'll just set it back for the week. And so these are the trades I've made, and you can see a lot of green. All the greens are where I'm buying back positions for closing, and was able to open a couple positions today into those upticks I was talking about. Other than that, it was the 6th. Closed out some positions and opened probably around when there was a little market movement upwards. I went ahead and shorted it some more. But these were all, you can see all these profits here are all calls, and that was 3,000 or 4,000 deltas worth of calls there. We were heavily short, and got to take a lot of profits there, so that was good. Going back to the activity positions, you can see we're just currently short. We're short the euro right now. That's left over part of another position, so I'm waiting for a little bit of an up move, and then we'll go. I'm sorry, it's currently long right now. We're short put, so I'm waiting for a little bit of an up move to put back on the other side of this. And I'll just keep doing that, and then roll these puts if we get closer to expiration and they're still not profitable. And gold, we are heavily long gold, and it keeps going down. And we can go over here and see what we've done on in the last week. Haven't done anything in the last week. Just not had any good days really. And if there was, I missed it. If you want to go back 30 days, you can just do that. And so you can see where I did take some profits in gold, probably on calls, well as puts and calls. So probably had some way out of the money puts we took profits on, and the calls too. Opened up selling some more calls and doing that move probably. And so there's that. Just wanted to make a little video to show where we're at now. So we're up $25,000 on $1 million account, but we've only really used we only currently have 250,000 in. We had probably a bit more than that in the last few days. So, um, but we've got $1 million at our disposal. So we've made 2.5% in the last month or so since I put that up there. So not bad so far. We really took a lot of heat on those up moves. If you look at the S&P, go to our chart page and go over here to our positions and take a look at the SPY. You can see this little area right here. We were putting on positions, long and short, and we were, shorting and end up moves and putting on long positions, others, long positions into these down moves. But we were maintaining a heavily short position, and I don't know what that was about. Let's go back. All right, here we go. But this up move right here, it was painful. We were down, quite a bit. And going into somewhere in here, I rolled positions out and doing the next expiration, and so we were taking some heat in here. And but these last couple down days have been good to us. Right here, this movement in the last week is giving us all of our gains for the year, pretty much. As we were down money before this, we were down probably a couple $1,000s. Now we're up 25,000. So it's just a matter of maintaining those positions and rolling through the heat. They're going to get tested, and just keep rolling with it. You don't get scared out, and just I've made some mistakes in here. If I went through and looked through all the trades, you find some mistakes probably where I think one position was supposed to be a vertical spread, and I ended up taking off half of it and leaving some long calls behind or something. But overall, it didn't matter. I had so many other short ones against it that it didn't really change much. But I think that's about all I wanted to say for this right now. I just want to see if this video is going to work or if I need to get a new video recorder. So I want to keep it short, but we'll see. All right, out.